All right, day 10. I'm doing my video a little earlier today than normal, so maybe I can get it uploaded before midnight. Uh, what's today? February 22nd. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. Man, oh gosh, I can't believe the past two videos, there's been people from all over the world, complete strangers, leaving these epic comments, just relating and encouraging and like even replying to other people's comments. Just it's a really cool thing to think that just by me shoving a camera in my face and rambling on for 15 minutes or whatever it works out to be, it's really cool feeling to just kind of be that, um to be able to channel that sort of energy and to kind of, I don't know, just to put myself out there. I think that's kind of what the whole purpose of this was. So I'm not sure why I'm so surprised. Um, and I guess that's part of the limiting belief that I had before, is that I was alone, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy, and all this shit that your mind starts to kind of tell you, to keep you in that hole, to keep you down and out. And maybe that's the way our culture and our society at large, and like the global society in general. Um, maybe it's a sign of the times, like, or I don't know, like maybe it's like a more common frame of mind than I originally thought. Um, and I don't know what I was expecting. Like, honestly, when I started, I thought I was going to have to defend myself. Like, people were going to be like, well, it's just weed, man. At least it's not heroin, or like at least, or just get over it. Like, why can't you just stop? But again, as I said, that's the addiction kind of trying to rationalize itself. Um, yeah, it's very powerful. Like, psychologically, to be able to connect with strangers on the same level, just by making myself uncomfortable in new ways. Um, and just to own this shit, the shit storm that I've been in for about 20 or however long, man. I tell you, it's been a journey. It's been a fucking journey. Um, I'm humbled, honestly. Like, this is cool. Um, I feel in control. I feel confident. I feel hopeful. And I don't ever recall ever feeling like this. Like, every time I tried to quit before, um, it was to keep my job in the Navy, which didn't end up fucking. Oh, that's a whole other video, I think. Maybe I can make that into a. Damn, a fuck. Yeah. So there was always an ulterior motive behind my intent to quit before. Um, but it's always been in the back of my mind where it takes over. Um, it's not just weed to me. I probably say that every video, but it's not just weed. I realize it won't like physically kill me, or it won't um it won't incapacitate me physically, uh to an extent. I realize inhaling anything into your lungs isn't very good, but like I was able to run ultra marathons smoking it. So it was hard to justify the negative health effects until I started to ask myself, um why I feel so shitty, especially around people that I love or people that I can be comfortable with. I still felt fucking not depressed. I would end up being depressed, but it was just this feeling of inferiority or insecurity. It's like all that shit, and like I didn't deserve to do that. Like, even I'm proud of everything I've done. Like, my career, like physical activity, and like I came from basically fucking nothing. Um, North Dartmouth little hoodlum to where I am now, and which is, I'm just getting started, and that's the coolest part is where like I didn't have any example to go by. Nobody really took my hand and encouraged me, and said, "Oh, well, you should try this, or you should like practice this," or like I had to fumble fuck my way around, fall down a few times, uh fall on my face, stay on my face, fall down this hole, roll down this mountain, like, but I think that's the process. And it's a lot like training for an ultra marathon, in that you embrace the process. The the struggle is the burden that you must carry, humbly and with integrity, and honesty. Like you cannot hide from a midnight, or you can't hide from yourself when you're by yourself in the middle of the night on this dark ass trail with bear shit everywhere, and you're literally by yourself. Um, and that's a lot like my addiction felt like. And I'm sure that's what addiction is like for other people, is that darkness, the forbidding fucking loneliness, um and just asking yourself, like, why am I here? Like, why, how did I end up like this? Like, what did I do wrong? And just kind of approaching it from a negative kind of mindset. But if you can shine the light on that type of, um if you can shine the light on that type of negativity, and just bear it, like, own the process, and kind of ask yourself, like, where it comes from, where did it all start? um and like for me, I wouldn't say my childhood was particularly bad or like abusive or anything, but there was some emotional trauma, for sure, now that I can look back and like really really just kind of take an unbiased look from it. If I detach myself, I can see why I was so sensitive as a child. I can see why I was so anxious, about being separated from loved ones, or just being left behind in general. Um, yeah, so that's the shit that you really got to dig into, and you really need to be able to kind of accept it. Like, you have to accept the burden. And yeah, just, I think it was Eric Thomas. If you haven't checked out Eric Thomas, ET the hip hop preacher, he's my man. Like, I highly recommend him. He's a bit intense sometimes, but like his message is fucking bang on. Um, Fuck, where was I going with that? Eric Thomas would say, oh man, I forget where I was going to go with that. But anyways, check him out. Hopefully it'll come back to me. I just lost my train of thought. But accept your, oh yeah, okay, I remember now. So if you got to be willing to accept the struggle as readily as you accept your blessings. So like everybody will accept good things to happen, like, uh fuck, I'm not going to think of an example, but like if you won the lottery, obviously you would accept that. But um if you haven't come to terms with the darkness in your life, or like you haven't studied financial literacy, then you're not gonna fucking stay wealthy. You're gonna blow it all. You're gonna spend your money on stupid shit, and you know what I mean. You're not gonna have a wealthy mindset. You're always gonna be or not always, you're still going to have that mindset where you were before you won the lottery. So like you could have a fucking $1 million uh in an instant. But because where your mind is at, you won't be able to kind of value it as much as you would if you kind of appreciated it more and uh, owned the darker side. Like if you were bankrupt at one point, you would be able to kind of save your money and see the value of every dollar and be able to kind of say, okay, I should probably save maybe even fucking half of it. Like just take that leap and then it's just spend it wisely. Like don't go out and fucking get a big mortgage on a big house. Get a modest house, modest car. Like don't bling yourself out on jewelry or like frivolous items, but I think this is making sense. I don't know. But anyway, Eric Thomas is a lot better speaker than I am anyway. Uh check him out. E.T. the hip hop preacher. Um Lots of good shit. I could recommend a whole bunch of stuff, honestly. Maybe I should be starting to do that. But if I could figure out how to start adding like pictures and videos into the video, I'd be able to kind of share a lot more of what has worked for me. Um, and tonight it's Wednesday, so I met up with my trail running group. There's fucking legends in there, man. I tell you, a year and a half ago ish, I started to hang out with these guys more, and I built myself up basically from the ground. I was slow. I was a terrible runner, honestly, but you just keep fucking showing up. Own the fact that you want to be better. Own the fact that you might not be where you want to be at this point in time, but if you keep showing up, own your shit. Um, Humble up, ask questions, reach out, connect with others, be uncomfortable, get out of your fucking hole, get out of your own head. Don't think, just do. Shout out Maverick. Um, Shout out Penny too. You know who you are. Uh, you're the Penny to my Maverick, but no, you gotta step outside the box a little bit, and then you can kind of start to see your glass ceilings that you've encased yourself in, and like you'll be able to kind of the the self-limiting beliefs that you might have been self-limiting beliefs that you might have been uh trapped under. Like you're it's you versus you essentially. Nobody can fucking tell you what you are or what you are not. uh Only you can do that when you look in the mirror. So I mean, yeah, once you flip the script a little bit, change the paradigm, and start shining a light on these dark ass places of your life that you tried to hide from all this time. I think that's where the secret sauce is, and that's where the magic is going to happen. Um, yeah, man, it's a blessing, man. I tell you, I'm thankful for everybody that watches these. The comments are fucking blowing me away. Uh, People come up to me and thank me and congratulate me and stuff. So keep doing that. Hold me accountable by all means. Like I said, I feel confident and hopeful, but I am by no stretch of the imagination am I letting my guard down. I'm going to keep fucking digging. I'm going to keep going. And yeah, this is powerful. This is a powerful movement, and I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. I'm just getting started. Like I'm ramping up for my next 100-mile event. I'll try to figure out how to attach my Instagram account here so you can follow along. I post a lot as far as addiction and ultra marathon training goes. So look for that. I appreciate you all. Peace and love always. Shine that light. Peace out.